Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another tester video. So if you haven't seen the first one, I ordered about, I think it's over 30 samples from Lucky Scent of niche perfumes. I wanted to start dabbling into niche perfumes, however, they have a hefty price tag and a lot of them are online based, so I didn't want to blind buy those. So instead I purchased several testers from Lucky Scent so that I can get an idea of what I do and don't like. So today we are reviewing Roja perfumes. So I have 4 perfumes from the line. If you're interested in seeing my first impressions and my initial thoughts, then let's jump in.
So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say.
Okay, so I have four fragrances from Roja Parfum. I've got 51 Essence de Parfum, Elixir Essence de Parfum, Danger Essence de Parfum, and Scandal Essence de Parfum. I've never tried any of these. I haven't tried any of the samples that I got. I think I tried like 4 out of the 30 odd samples that I actually purchased. And I've had these for quite some time, so they've had the chance to rest after travel. So this initial, and I will be trying these on my skin, so this initial try on should give me a fairly good idea of what these really smell like, because they've had the time to rest, so there shouldn't be any agitation. I'm going to try them on my skin so I'll know what they smell like on me and be able to judge that accordingly. I'll also be this is the first video I'm recording, batch recording this evening, so I will have these on for at least a couple hours to see if they've changed in any way, if the dry down is worse than the beginning, if there's any lasting power, if the projection is wild. So we'll get some good idea as to how these perform, and then at the end I will come back and I will give my thoughts as to what I think I would be leaning towards purchasing, and if I do end up purchasing any of the fragrances, then you will see them in either a haul or a review of said perfume. So I've done 2 of these now. I did Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I've done Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I've done Amouage. So I haven't bought anything yet, but we'll see. So all 4 of the fragrances I have, I believe, are part of the Roja Dove collection, so that like taller rectangular bottle instead of the cube bottle. So let's start with 51 Essence, because that's the one I have up. Alright, 51 Essence Parfum Essence, no, 51 Parfum Essence de Parfum Roja Dove. Main accords are white floral, woody, sweet, vanilla, powdery, yellow floral, amber, warm spicy, fruity, and balsamic. So I have the little vial here, and I'll put a picture of it and everything here. I have really long sleeves today, but just my wrist. Don't like these kinds of bottles, but this is what we're working with. Alright, so it's now on my skin. So I smelt it from the bottle. It is a very strong floral, almost vintage type smell from the bottle. The top notes are bergamot, middle notes are ylang ylang, raspberry, gardenia, orange blossom, tuberose, lily, Lily of the Valley, May Rose, and Jasmine. The base notes are vanilla, benzoin, cashmere wood, sandalwood, orris root, vanilla, cinnamon, anise, clove, and patchouli. There's a lot of fragrance notes, and there is a lot of fragrance notes that would be considered strong. So I'm curious to see what would come forth in this. Okay, so on my skin, it is a fresh, almost kind of laundry detergent vibe that it's giving me. However, it's less vintagey than it smells in the bottle. It's more creamy, and I think the ylang ylang comes through more on my skin than it does out of the bottle. Alright, so there's quite a lot of floral notes in this. I can kind of get the tuberose, but it's not a tuberose fragrance by any means. I do get that ylang ylang, not really the raspberry in it. There's a bit of a citrusness, I'm assuming is from the bergamot. In terms of the base notes, there's a lot going on in the base notes. I don't know that I can pick out anything one in particular. It's a very well blended scent. Like the scent itself just kind of smells like its own thing. And it was projecting really loud when I first opened the bottle and put it on my wrist, but right now it's not projecting. Like it's softening very much. I actually quite like this, but I don't know if I'm going nose blind to it already or if it's really just dying down in projection. But it is a very heavily floral scent. It's, like I said, giving me laundry detergent vibes. It says it's not sharp in any way, and it's more refined, creamier than like a laundry detergent. It goes through a lot of phases. At the beginning it's vintage and sharp, but then it really softens down and mellows out into more of a creamy skin scent. Like this is almost a relaxing scent. I don't know if it's relaxing because it reminds me of like clean sheets, but I wouldn't call it like a fresh, clean scent. It's still very much a floral, but like a fresh floral, but it's not. It's a dense, heavy scent, but somehow, some way, it still reminds me of being comforting because of its reminiscence to like laundry detergent. I don't know. I think it reminds me too much of laundry and like dryer sheets and laundry detergent. But I'm curious to see what of the base notes are gonna come out in this. I'm gonna give it the time to mellow out on my skin, but in just the like 8 minutes I've been talking about it, it's really changed very much as a scent, and it's really mellowed out. So that's the 51 essence. Let's go on to Scandal. So this is also from the Roja Dove line. I believe all 4 of them are. The main accords are white floral, floral, and tuberose. So it's a very, I'm assuming, tuberose based fragrance. Let's see. It'll be interesting if it is, because So Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier is a tuberose based fragrance. So okay, these like, they really smell vintage. Whew. Vintagey out of the bottle. It almost smells aldehydic, but I'm putting this lower on my wrist. So the top notes are bergamot, middle notes are gardenia, tuberose, jasmine, freesia, orange blossom, lily of the valley, May rose. The base notes are orris, sandalwood, and musk. So this just sounds like the 51 Essence, but like half of the notes that are in 51 Essence. That's interesting. Oh, this one I don't like. This one I don't like, but it smells familiar. I don't have anything that this perfume reminds people of. Same for the 51 Essence. I don't have anything that these fragrances smell like, but they remind me of like old school fragrances. I don't... This reminds me of something, but I can't remember what it's called. I just know what it looks like. If I remember correctly, this reminds me of Caesar's Palace or Caesar's for Women. It's an old school perfume. It's quite a vintage scent. My mom used to wear it. But this one is much stronger than that. There's no aldehydes in it, but it's quite aldehydic. It may be the gardenia in this, the gardenia freesia jasmine combination, but it is, I don't know how to explain this. It's very vintagey though. I don't like this. Yeah, the best way I can say it's quite mature smelling. It's a very dated type of fragrance profile, and I think it's just very gardenia freesia jasmine heavy. It is blended very well, and it's not like sharp, it's quite smooth, but just the scent alone I don't prefer. It has decent projection on it, but it's too, especially on my skin, it's too mature, too aldehydic smelling. It's either aldehydic or indolic, and I think it's indolic because there's jasmine in this, and I think that's what I'm smelling. And I'm not particularly a jasmine fan. Just going through the notes, trying to describe it. So it does have a spiciness, which I'm assuming is from the freesia. It does have a greenness, which I'm assuming is from the gardenia, and it's indolic, which I'm assuming is coming from the jasmine. I don't get the tuberose in this. If I am picking up the orange blossom, it's not a sweet orange blossom, and I think I'm getting that Lily of the Valley, I think, is amplifying the jasmine, and there is like this makes my nose itch. There's a powdery rose. It's not a sweet rose, but a powdery rose. I think that's what May Rose is. Overall, I just feel like this is a quite dated white floral scent, so I don't like that one. It makes me sneezy. It really itches my nose, so I don't think I'm going to like that one. It's starting to give me a headache, but let's move on to the next one. The next one we have is Elixir Essence. So main accords for Elixir are powdery, fruity, rose, sweet, woody, musky, floral, vanilla, violet, and yellow floral. I'm a little bit nervous now. Okay, this one I think is more promising. Just off the bat, I smell peach in this. I'm gonna put this one on the back of my hand. Alright, so top notes are bergamot, Middle notes are raspberry, rose de mai, peach, violet, heliotrope, ylang ylang, geranium, jasmine, lily of the valley. Base notes are musk, vanilla, cashmere wood, orris, violet leaf, ambrette. I love ambrette. Sandalwood, cedar, and cinnamon. So I love raspberry, peach, ylang ylang, sounds nice. Vanilla, ambrette, sandalwood sounds great. And out of the roses, rose de mai is okay. This one I like. This is a very soft floral peach scent. Like the peach doesn't smell synthetic at all. This smells like a literal peach. But it's not offensive, it's not screechy. Like I have a peach fragrance which I don't wear all that much. I wear it if I want to add peach to something, but I don't wear it on its own because it's a very like, it screams peach and there's not really much else going on with it. But this is more like a complex kind of, I wouldn't call it like a peach, just maybe like a peach gelato. It's got a freshness, airiness, greenness to it. This would be very, 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 very nice in like the spring. This is a very nice peach scent. I would say it's very pretty. It's very twirling in a field type peach scent, feeding hummingbirds type scent. It's just very like pretty, light, uplifting kind of scent compared to the other ones. This is like all the way over there. Like this is a completely different scent profile. This is more lighthearted, more youthful. There's nothing too serious about it. There's nothing too strong. There's nothing too polarizing about it. It's just a very nice, light, like lighthearted peach scent. So far, out of the three of them, this one is my favorite. Now, whether or not I'm willing to pay the $200+ price tag for a peach scent, I don't think so. Maybe. It is very nice. Like I would wear this on its own, aside from like, unlike the peach scent that I do have, this I would wear on its own. Especially if I didn't know what I wanted to wear. It's the middle of spring and I just want to feel pretty and lighthearted. This is a nice, uplifting kind of scent. And it's not offensive. So I think you could wear this with anybody or around anybody and you wouldn't get kicked out of the room. As far as projection goes, it's okay, but the scent of it all is very light. So I don't think it projects all that well. I'm curious to see how long it lasts. So that is Elixir. The last one we have is Danger. Now this one's main accords are powdery, woody, vanilla, musky, iris, citrus, white floral, warm spicy, sweet rose. Okay, there's a note in here that I'm fond of, but I can't put my nose on it. I like this so far. I'm putting this on the back of my wrist. So, top notes this time are grapefruit, lemon, mandarin orange, and bergamot. Middle notes are May Rose, Violet, Jasmine, Gardenia, Ylang Ylang, and Peach. And then the base notes are Sandalwood, Tonka Bean, Orris, Musk, Vanilla, Patchouli, and Clove. Okay, so I like this one as well. So this is peach, but there is a musk powderiness to this peach. It's more of what I would consider, like this is a perfumey peach, whereas I think it's Elixir, the one just before this, is just like a peach juice kind of peach. It smells literal. This one is more like a perfumer's interpretation of a peach. So So yeah, you still get the peach, but you also get the musky, the powdery. You get some of the violet notes. I don't really get the ylang-ylang. There is some freshness from those citrus notes, but nothing that you pick out in particular. If anything, maybe that orange along with the peach. But see, this one, it leans a little bit mature, but not. See, this one I might be interested in purchasing because it's a little bit more complicated and is what I'm more expecting from a niche brand. So when you say it's a peach fragrance, I want it to be a peach fragrance, not just peach as a scent. So this is like I said, a perfumer's interpretation of peach, and it's kind of artistic in that matter, and I like that. Now it may have a slightly different like location of use, however, I do enjoy the complexity of it. Now I'm just curious as to see how long that peach hangs in. Like Elixir and Danger would mix well together, but I'm curious to see if the peach is fleeting, because if it is, then I don't think I would enjoy the scent as much as I do. So I have them on my arm. I'm going to continue filming, and then I will come back to review how they've held up and what I think I would like to purchase. Okay, so it's now been like a solid 4 hours since I have recorded the first part of this video. So I did, I just went to record other videos and other content. So I've given this about 4 hours, and now we're coming back. And I have some thoughts. So the first one we had started with was the 51 Essence, which is on my wrist. So it really has dried down quite a bit. It's very much a skin scent. It's not really projecting all that much, but it's a clean kind of like bedding linen kind of scent. Do I think I would purchase it? No. It's not that it smells bad, but it's just not intriguing me. It's not interesting me enough to want to purchase it. So I'd pass on the 51. The second one, Elixir. Now, I like the dry down of Elixir. The Elixir? No, not Elixir. Did I mix these up? Sorry, Scandal. Looking at it in the wrong direction. So the second one, Scandal. I really like the dry down, but I don't like the opening of that fragrance, and it lingers and is too strong for me to bypass that, and this fragrance is too expensive for me not to purchase it and not like the entire life of the fragrance. But it's really dried down to a nice sandalwood musk, which reminds me of my Narciso Ombre. When it dries down all the way and it gets to the base notes, it's a sandalwood musk for the most part. So I already have that kind of scent, or I would just buy a Narciso fragrance if I wanted just a musk scent. But yeah, the Scandal really just dries down to a sandalwood musk, and I don't like the top and middle of that fragrance, so I would pass on that one. Right, moving on to Elixir, which has dried down to a very much skin scent, but it was already pretty much a skin scent at the beginning. But the peach is gone, which was my favorite part of that fragrance. Yeah, the peach is gone, which is quite upsetting. There's no more fruity notes. It's kind of just like a cashmere sandalwood kind of ambrette scent, and it's not really like, it dries down to like a musk scent, but it's a very simple, clean smelling musk scent, and which is hilarious because like the peach was really forefront in this and everything else kind of got lost in the background. Now the peach is gone and it's just like a musk sandalwood, like a sweeter musk sandalwood. There's probably still vanilla lingering, but yeah, all of the interesting parts of that is gone. It's only been 4 hours and now it's just a musk scent. So because of that, I did really like it in the opening in the middle. Like I really did like that, but I would like it to hang around for more of the life of the fragrance. But moving on to Danger. Danger, I really like. So it has dried down, and the fragrance has shifted from the peach focus. There's still sweetness there, and I think I chalk it up to the tonka bean, but there's still a bit of a fruitiness to it. It is also the strongest out of the 4 of them. Yeah, it is the strongest out of the 4 of them. It's slightly stronger than Scandal, just like by a hair, but yeah, it's the strongest out of the 4 of them. And I prefer this scent. I really do like it. It still dries down to like a musk sandalwood scent, but it still has some of the floral notes kind of present. There's a little bit more sweetness, which I prefer. Some of the fruitiness is still present. Now it is heavily musk sandalwood forward. I think that's what all of these fragrances are gonna do, is dry down to a musk sandalwood on me. There's no sandalwood in this, sorry. Like it's just like a musk woody dry down. So I guess because there's no sandalwood, more of the other notes have been able to sit around, linger around, and I prefer that. So if I was gonna get one of the 4 of them, it would be Danger by Roja. Now that's just a testament to trying out these samples, because these are fragrances, all 4 of them by the way, that are hyped up by the fragrance community, and I like Danger. If I can get a good deal on it, then I would probably purchase it, but it's just, I like the fragrance. Singularly, I do like the fragrance, but out of the 4 of them, it's my favorite. But it does give me Narciso vibes in the dry down. But I really like the layers of this fragrance. I liked all the layers of the fragrance. It is quite complex in its layers. It doesn't run too mature. It still has a youthfulness, a lightness to it. So it's not too mature of a scent. It's not too loud. It does have projection on it. It does last fairly long. So the fragrance that I would go with out of the Roja perfumes that I tried today is Danger. And if I do end up purchasing it, then you will see it in a haul or a review. But yeah, it was exciting. I really like this, like trying these niche brands. It's fun to be able to try new fragrances without having to commit to them off the bat, and seeing what I do and don't like. And this could also help with blind buying perfumes, but like the idea is to not blind buy perfumes. And a lot of these fragrances did have notes that I enjoy, but in trying them on my skin, those aren't the notes that jumped out. So I really do appreciate being able to try the fragrance beforehand. So all the fragrances I've purchased, aside from the MFK, the Francis Kurkdjian fragrances, I purchased all of the other samples from Lucky Scent. So I'm thankful that this is a service that they provide. I do have several more to go, so if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.